heard the whispers in the hallway. I smelled the perfume on your coat. I saw the names you never mentioned and the words you never wrote. My friends all called me crazy. They told me I should run, but I was busy stitching up the damage you had done. I thought if I was softer, if I made the house a home, you'd find a reason to stay here and stop the urge to roam. I made excuses for the late nights and the coldness in your touch. I convinced myself that loyal meant forgiving way too much. I was building up a temple while you were burning down the gate. I thought my love could fix the things that you decided to hate. I stayed while you cheated. I held on while you let go. I was the only one who didn't wanna see the show. I washed the lies right off your skin and let you call it grace, while I was losing every bit of me inside this hollow place. I took the blame for your mistakes. I bled to keep us blue. I stayed while you were busy being anyone but you. There's a special kind of torture in a bed that's white and cold, knowing every I love you was a story already sold. I watched you check the mirror, watched you walk out through the door, and I wait up in the kitchen with my heart across the floor. I thought my silence was a strength, I thought my patience was a cure, but I was just a safety net that made you feel secure. You didn't break me all at once, you did it line by line, taking all the forever that I thought was yours and mine. And the hardest part to swallow, the thing that makes me cry, isn't that you cheated, it's that I helped you tell the stayed the longest when you needed her the most. Smoke cleared from the battlefield you left behind today, revealing all the craters where we used to find our way. Morning coffee steams beside a chair that's finally still, while I am just the fever you decided you had to kill. Glassed out, shattering against the baseboard in the hall, leaving only silence as your new and sturdier wall. White flags rose like a winter mist across your weary eyes, trading in a thunder for the softest kind of skies. I was a storm you couldn't tame, a fire you had to douse, to find a quiet corner in a cold and empty house. My heart is just the friction that you finally got to flee, and it breaks me how you're breathing now. You chose peace over me. 10 o'clock arrives without a single slamming door. No more jagged explanations scattered on the floor. You look like a mirror that has finally been smooth, finding all the rhythms that our chaos never soothed. Years of heavy weather left you reaching for the shore, and I'm the ocean swell you don't have to fight no more. Tranquility is a heavy blade that cuts me to the bone, watching you find comfort being utterly alone. You traded every spark we had for a candle in the dark, leaving me the only one who's still carrying the spark. White flags rose like a winter mist across your weary eyes, trading in our thunder for the softest kind of skies. I was a storm you couldn't tame, a fire you had to douse, to find a quiet corner in a cold and empty house. My heart is just the friction that you finally got to flee, and it breaks me how you're breathing now. You chose peace over me. Empty spaces echo where laughter used to bloom. Every silent morning just reinforces the room. You look so much lighter with a burden finally free. God, it truly pains me that you chose peace over me. Chose peace over me. Rusty hinges groan whenever I try to move towards someone new, holding all the weight of every storm I weather next to you. Scars trace a roadmap down the center of my hollow chest, marking every mile where you decided not to give it a rest. Broken glass remains where your words hit the kitchen tile, and I've been sweeping up the debris for a long, exhausted while. My heart took all the damage like a levee in the rain, absorbing every rising tide of bitterness and pain. You walked away without a scratch, a ghost inside the night, while I became the wreckage left. And You're a polished mirror, reflecting back a perfect view, while I'm the cracked foundation that was holding up the two of you. Impact craters decorate the landscape of my weary soul, taking every fragment that was once a shining hole. You were just the lightning bolt that struck and then was gone. I'm the scorching black and they're still waiting for the dawn. My heart took all the damage like a levee in the rain, absorbing every rising tide of bitterness and pain. You walked away without a scratch, a ghost inside the night, while I became the wreckage left beneath the morning light. I'ma turn to charcoal, crumbling in a red and gray, as I carried every blow that you were throwing out that day. Dents and bruises tell the story of a war I didn't choose, counting all the pieces that I'm still afraid to lose. You're untouched and breathing easy, far beyond the carnage, and I'm just standing here while my heart took all the damage. Dust settles on the Polaroids inside that kitchen drawer, while silence builds a fortress where your laughter lived before. The ghost of us still lingers near the coffee on the shelf, but I am just a shadow trying to recognize myself. You folded up our history like a shirt you'll never wear, then walked into a morning where my name was thin as air. It turns out I was easy to forget, a temporary harbor when your sun began to set. I was just a footnote in the story you were writing, a match that flickered out before the fire started igniting, like salt upon the shoreline when the tide decides to rise. I washed away so softly right before your very eyes. Through every hollow winter I was wood for all your flames, yet now the wind is hollow and it never speaks our names. The ink we used was water disappearing on the page, while you found your stages and I'm locked inside this cage, between the heartbeat skipping and the ticking of the clock. I watched you turn the handle without turning back the lock. Did I leave no footprint on the garden of your soul? Did just easy to forget. So easy to forget. So easy to forget. Beneath the neon pulse of Friday's crowded street, your rhythm finds a tempo that my heart can't hope to beat. Across the room, you're dancing through a brand new atmosphere, while I am just a shipwreck in the wake of every year. Gold light spills from your laughter like a fountain in the dark, leaving not a single trace of where I used to leave a mark. It's a quiet kind of torture, watching you be fine, erasing every border that once held your soul to mine. You're a bird that found the skyline, while I'm rooted in the clay, watching all my color turn to shades of static gray. Your garden's in full bloom, despite the frost inside my chest, as you breathe a cleaner air while I'm gasping for the rest. Months have pulled the anchor and you've drifted out to sea, unburdened by the heavy chains that still are binding me. Behind your eyes, the memories must be folding into white, like stars that lose their shimmer to the coming of the light. You wear that smile so effortlessly, a coat of polished glass, and never feel the jagged edges cutting as I pass. How does the world keep spinning when my axis fell away? How do you find the words when I have nothing left to say? You're a master of the exit, stepping lightly through the door, while I'm still counting splinters on this hollowed out floor. It's a quiet kind of torture, watching you be fine, erasing every border that once held your soul to mine. You're a bird that found the skyline, while I'm rooted in the clay, watching all my color turn to shades of static gray. Your garden's in full bloom, despite the frost inside my chest, as you breathe a cleaner air while I am gasping for the rest. Tonight the moon is silver, but it feels like rusted steel, watching you forget the wounds that I can't even feel. You're soaring in the distance, finally set and finally free, and it's killing me so softly, watching you be fine without me. carved a canyon down my face for 3 whole years, while you were busy humming tunes that fell on calloused ears. Dusty suitcases are waiting by the door right near the hall, marking every mile you climb to get over our wall. Raindrops hit the pavement like a rimming hollow drum, proving that 1,000 storms won't make a cold heart numb. Rivers ran in circles just to soak into the sand, slipping through the empty spaces of your open hand. I was pouring out my spirit just to keep your garden green, while you were looking through me like a ghost you never seen. Gravity pulled every drop into a darkened bottomless sea, realizing that my tears didn't matter to a soul that wanted to be free. Steam rises from a kettle in a kitchen built for 2, filling up the silence where I used to talk to you. Morning light reveals the stains upon the pillow where I lay, evidence of battles that you never had to play. Staring at the horizon while I drown beside your feet, moving with the steady pulse that skipped a bitter beat. Paper boats I folded out of every desperate plea, sank before they even made it halfway out to sea. Lungs are tight and heavy like they're filled with river stones, echoing the hollowness inside my very bones. Rivers ran in circles just to soak into the sand, slipping through the empty spaces of your open hand. I was pouring out my spirit just to keep your garden green, while you were looking through me like a ghost you'd never seen. Gravity pulled every drop into a darkened bottomless sea, realizing that my tears didn't matter to a soul that wanted to be free. Ink is bleeding on the letter that I'll never get to mail, watching every tiny hope begin to flicker and then fail. Water never moved a mountain and it never moved your heart. I guess my tears didn't matter right from the very start. I rusted shut around the gate, I refuse to leave. While I wore your cold indifference like a heavy weighted sleeve. Dead leaves gathered piles against the boots I never moved, standing in the hollow center of a path you never smoothed. Winter built a permanent camp inside my shivering bones, as I carved your name in circles on these jagged river stones. Safety felt like poison, so I drank from every thorn, waiting for a became a battlefield of silence and regret, a place where every memory is a trap I haven't set. Scars grew over bruises until I didn't feel the sting. Just another broken bird with a heavy leading wing. Safety felt like poison, so I drank from every thorn, waiting for a sunrise in a sky that's only torn. I anchored my entire world to a ship that loved to sink, staring at the edge till I forgot how not to blink. Pain became the only map that led me to your ghost. And God, I stay forever right where love hurt most. Nightfall tastes like copper and a fire that's lost its heat, tracing all the exits leading to a different street. But my feet are made of iron and my heart is made of frost. I stayed right here, ruins, right where love hurt most. Static fills the hallways where your voice used to resonate, teaching me to tiptoe through the heavy iron gate. Words became like fragile glass I tried so hard not to break, while I learned to navigate the tremors of your wake. Years of desert winters taught my roots to live on stone, finding ways to flourish while I sat here all alone. Your silence trained me like a bird inside a darkened room, waiting for a whisper that would never break the gloom. I became an expert at the art of reading empty space, searching for a map inside the stillness of your face. Now the quiet is a fever that I can't seem to sweat out, building up a fortress where there used to be a shout. Didn't place it heavy like two anchors on the wood, swallowing the explanations neither of us understood. Midnight is a marathon I run inside my restless mind, leaving all the things I wanted to tell you far behind. You sculpted me from granite with the absence of your breath, until this cold indifference felt like a living kind of death. Destruction came in shadows and the slamming of a door, until I didn't know what I was even reaching for. You're a master of the vacuum, drawing all the oxygen away, leaving me with nothing but the ghosts of things to say. Your silence trained me like a bird inside a darkened room, waiting for a whisper that would never break the gloom. I became an expert at the art of reading empty space, searching for a map inside the stillness of your face. Now the quiet is a fever that I can't seem tracing every lesson that your lack of mercy told. I'm a perfect hollow instrument you never cared to play. Old wallpaper peels and strips behind your velvet chair. Dust motes drift like tiny ghosts through static in the air. Silver frames hold portraits where my face begins to blur, fading into landscapes where the muted colors stir. Midnight found me blending into shadows on the wall, watching how you occupied the center of it all. Statues stand in gardens while the seasons bloom and die, watching every burning sun fall breathless from the sky. I became the canvas that you painted gold and blue, disappearing slowly just to make more room for you. Mountains turn to silhouettes when daylight starts to fade. I am just the hollow space where all your light was laid. Rainwater washes out the charcoal lines I drew. Clockwork gears are grinding down the years I gave to you. Yesterday I noticed that my voice had lost its ring, quiet as a winter branch where birds no longer sing. Furniture stays frozen in a cold and stage design, marking out the borders of a life no longer mine. Stage lights focus strictly on the magic in your hands. I am just a heavy curtain where the phantom stands. Echoes are the only thing that linger in my throat, drowning like a paper ship that never got to float. Statues stand in gardens while the seasons bloom and die, watching every burning sun fall breathless from the sky. I became the canvas that you painted gold and blue, disappearing slowly just to make more room for you. Mountains turn to silhouettes when daylight starts to fade. I am just a hollow space where all your light was laid. Footsteps leave no rhythm on the carpet in the hall. Brushes leave a hollow trail against the kitchen wall. Look closely at the edges where the scenery turns gray. I was always standing there before I slipped away, just a patch of shadow. Just a part of the view. house goes dark, feeding every hollow room a manufactured spark. While I'm sculpting laughter out of clay and brittle bone, shadows start to gather in a kingdom of my own. Since you left, I mastered how to dance upon the glass, smiling through the wreckage as the lucky strangers pass. Tears behind my smile are the ghosts of a rising tide, clawing at the floodgates that I built to stay inside. I am wearing summer like a heavy gilded shroud, hiding away the lightning of a private thundercloud. Before the pain can crumble and the porcelain starts to thin, I'm drowning in a river that the world can't see within. Watching how the sunlight mimics joy upon the floor, I'm bracing for the silence, leaning hard against the door. Bitterly the massacre begins its nightly run, polishing the damage for the judgment of the sun. Every I am fine is just a stitch in a fraying net, trying to catch the salt water before my cheeks are wet. Long after the music stops and the party lights go dim, I'm sinking through the surface where I used to try to swim. Sometimes the mask is heavier than the face it's meant to hide, reflecting all the emptiness I've gathered up inside. Tears behind my smile are the ghosts of a rising tide, clawing at the floodgates that I built to stay inside. I am wearing summer like a heavy gilded shroud, hiding away the lightning of a private thundercloud. Before the pain can crumble and the porcelain starts to thin, I'm drowning in a river that the world can't see within. Until the morning arrives to demand a brand new show, I'll sit within the quiet where the bitter currents flow, trading in the glitter for the honest aching blue. Just a broken lighthouse with a fake and steady view, dripping through the makeup, screaming in the style. There's a whole ocean hiding in my smile. Smoke rises from the candles on your birthday cake tonight, while I am shivering in the shadow of your brand new light. You wear a grin that looks like summer on a polished coast, unaware that I've become a hollow-hearted ghost. Laughter spills from your throat like water from a broken dam, drowning out the fragile, jagged pieces of the man I am. Your happiness killed me, a slow and silent blade, watching you flourish in the wreckage that we made. You're a wildflower blooming on a scorching blackened hill, while I'm standing frozen waiting for the world to kill the chill. Every time you find a reason to finally let out a cheer, I feel the oxygen escaping from the atmosphere. 10 months of healing left your skin without a single scar, while I am still drifting like a burnt out falling star. You've traded in our winter for a sky of permanent gold, leaving me to wither in a story that's already been told. Your joy is a heavy hammer swinging through my chest, building up a brand new home while I am losing all the rest. Should I be glad to see the color returning to your face? Should I applaud the way you filled my empty, hollow space? But your smile is a poison that I drink with every breath. Seeing you so vibrant is a different kind of death. Your happiness killed me, a slow and silent blade, watching you flourish in the wreckage that we made. You're a wildflower blooming on a scorched and blackened hill, while I'm standing frozen waiting for the world to kill the chill. Every time you find a reason to finally lay out a cheer, I feel the oxygen escaping from the sunlight looks like shattered glass across my bedroom floor, knowing you don't need the love I'm saving anymore. You're finally breathing easy, finally setting yourself free. Gold leaf peeled away from every promise that we made, leaving only splinters and a deep aggressive shade. Tuesday found me staring at the ink upon my palm, tracing out the headlines of a sudden violent calm. Years of building bridges ended in a pile of ash, sinking like a merchant ship beneath the sudden crash. My soul turned to heavy stone inside my hollow chest, beating out a rhythm of a soul that cannot rest. I am just a lighthouse where the glass is finally cracked, counting all the cargo that I'll never get back. Wisdom arrived like a winter frost I wasn't ready to mend, and bit by bitter bit, my heart learned regret. Midnight tastes like copper in a ghost of your perfume, haunting every corner of this suffocating room. I traded in my compass for a map drawn in the dark, inside is a jagged blade that cuts both ways at once, making me the teacher and the world's most silent dunce. I locked the door and threw the key into a frozen lake, only now realizing every breath was a mistake. By bitter bit, my heart learned regret. Distant thunder echoes what I should have said back then, writing out our ending with a dry and broken pen. Sunlight feels like iron now, a heavy golden net. God, it's far too late now that my heart learned regret. I heard the whispers in the hallway, I smelled the perfume on your coat, I saw the names you never mentioned and the words you never wrote. My friends all call me crazy, they told me I should run, but I was busy stitching up the damage you had done. I thought if I was softer, if I made the house a home, you'd find a reason to stay here and stop the urge to roam. I made excuses for the late nights and the coldness in your touch. I convinced myself that loyal and forgiving way too much. I was building up a temple while you were burning down the gate. I thought my love could fix the things that you decided to hate. I stayed while you cheated, I held on while you let go. I was the only one who didn't wanna see the show. I washed the lies right off your skin and let you call it grace, while I was losing every bit of me inside this hollow place. I took the blame for your mistakes, I bled to keep us blue. I stayed while you were busy being anyone but you. There's a special kind of torture in a bed that's wide and cold, knowing every I love you was a story already sold. I watch you check the mirror, watch you walk out through the door, and I'd wait up in the kitchen with my heart across the floor. I thought my silence was a strength, I thought my patience was a cure, but I was just the safety net that made you feel secure. You didn't break me all at once, you did it line by line, taking all the forever that I thought was yours and mine. And the hardest part to swallow, the thing that makes me cry, isn't that you cheated, it's that I helped you tell the lie. lights are finally cutting out. The door is open wide. I stayed until there wasn't any me left here inside. I hope she's worth the wreckage. I hope she likes the ghost of the girl who stayed the longest when you needed her the most. Smoke clear from the battlefield you left behind today, revealing all the craters where we used to find our way. Morning coffee steams beside a chair that's finally still. While I'm just a fear you decided you had to kill. Glass stopped shattering against the baseboard in the hall, leaving the silence as your new and sturdy wall. White flags rose like when the mist across your weary eyes, trading in a thunder for the softest kind of skies. I was a storm you couldn't tame, a fire you had to douse to find a quiet corner in a cold and empty house. My heart is just the friction that you finally gotta flee, and it breaks me how you're breathing now. You chose peace over me. Arrives without a single slamming door. No more jagged explanations scattered on the floor. You look like a mirror that is finally been smooth, finding all the rhythms that our chaos never soothed. Years of heavy weather left you reaching for the shore, and I'm the ocean swell. You don't have to fight no more. Tranquility is a heavy blade that cuts me to the bone. Watching you find comfort being utterly alone. Your tranquility is a heavy blade that cuts me to the bone. Watching you find comfort being utterly alone. You traded every spark we had for a candle in the dark, leaving me the only one who's still carrying the spark. Your weary eyes, trading in our thunder for the softest kind of skies. I was a storm you couldn't tame, a fire you had to douse to find a quiet corner in a cold and empty house. My heart is just the friction that you finally gotta flee, and it breaks me how you're breathing now. You chose peace over me. Empty spaces echo where laughter used to bloom. Every silent morning just reinforces the room. You look so much lighter with the burden finally free. God, it truly pains me that you chose peace over me. Rusty hinges groan whenever I try to move towards someone new. Holding all the weight of every storm I weather next to you. Scars trace a roadmap down the center of my hollow chest, marking every mile where you decided not to give it a rest. broken glass remains where your words hit the kitchen tile, and I've been sweeping up the debris for a long, exhausted while. My heart took all the damage like a levee in the rain, absorbing every rising tide of bitterness and pain. You walked away without a scratch, a ghost inside the night, while I became the wreckage left beneath the morning light. Armor turned to charcoal, crumbling red and gray, as I carried every blow that you were throwing out that day. Engine smoke is rising from a fire that I couldn't put out. Fueled by every cold remark and every jacket doubt. When I moved in early, freezing all the blood inside my veins, leaving me to rattle in these heavy, rusted chains. You're a polished mirror, reflecting back a perfect view, while I'm the cracked foundation that was holding up the two of you. Impact craters decorate the landscape of my weary soul, taking every fragment that was once a shining hole. You were just the lightning bolt that struck and then was gone. I'm the scorching blackened earth, still waiting for the dawn. My heart took all the damage like a levee in the rain, absorbing every rising tide of bitterness and pain. You walked away without a scratch, a ghost inside the night, while I became the wreckage left beneath the morning light. Armor turned to charcoal, crumbling red and gray, as I carried every blow that you were throwing out that day. Dents and bruises tell the story of a war I didn't choose, counting all the pieces that I'm still afraid to lose. You're untouched and breathing easy, far beyond the carnage, and I'm just standing here while my heart took all the damage. Dust settles on the Polaroids inside the kitchen drawer, while silence builds a fortress where your laughter lives before. A ghost of us still lingers near the coffee on the shelf, but I'm just a shadow trying to recognize myself. You folded up our history like a shirt you'll never wear, then walked into a morning where my name was thin as air. your soul? Did I leave no fragment that you couldn't make back whole? You moved on like a season, never mourning for the leaves, while I am just the harvest that the lonely winter thieves. Yeah. Beneath the neon pulse of Friday's crowded street, your rhythm finds a tempo that my heart can't hope to beat. Across the room you're dancing through a brand new atmosphere, while I am just a shipwreck in the wake of every year. Gold light spills from your laughter like a fountain in the dark, leaving not a single trace of where I used to leave a mark. It's a quiet kind of torture watching you be fine, erasing every border that once held your soul to mine. You're a bird that found the skyline while I'm rooted in the clay, watching all my color turn to shades of static gray. Your garden's in full bloom despite the frost inside my chest, as you breathe a cleaner air while I am gasping for the rest. Months have pulled the anchor and you've drifted out to sea, unburdened by the heavy chains that still are binding me. Behind your eyes the memories must be folding into white, like stars that lose their shimmer to the coming of the light. You were that smile so effortlessly, a coat of polished glass, and never feel the jagged edges cutting as I pass. How does the world keep spinning when my axis fell away? How do you find the words when I have nothing left to say? You're a master of the exit, stepping lightly through the door, while I'm still counting splinters on this hollowed out floor. It's a quiet kind of torture watching Salt water carved a canyon down my face for 3 whole years, while you were busy humming tunes that fell on calloused ears. Dusty suitcases are waiting by the doorway near the hall, marking every mile you climb to get over our wall. Raindrops hit the pavement like a rhythmic hollow drum, proving that 1,000 storms will make a cold heart numb. Rivers ran in circles just to soak into the sand, slipping through the empty spaces of your open hand. I was pouring out my spirit just to keep your garden green, while you were looking through me like a ghost you never seen. Gravity pulled every drop into a dark and bottomless sea, realizing that my tears didn't matter to a soul that wanted to be free. Steam rises from a kettle in a kitchen built for 2, filling up the silence where I used to talk to you. Morning light reveals the stains upon the pillow where I lay, evidence of battles that you never had to play. You were staring at the horizon while I drowned beside your feet, moving with a steady pulse that skipped a bitter beat. Paper boats I folded out of every desperate plea sank before they even made it halfway out to sea. Lungs are tight and heavy like they're filled with river stones, echoing the hollowness inside my very bones. Rivers ran in circles just to soak into the sand, slipping through the empty spaces of your open hand. I was pouring out my spirit just to keep your garden green, while you were looking through me like a ghost you never seen. Gravity pulled every drop into a dark and bottomless sea, realizing that my tears didn't matter to a soul that wanted to be free. Ink is bleeding on the letter that I'll never get to mail, watching every tiny hope begin to flicker and then fail. Water never moved a mountain, and it never moved your heart. I guess my tears didn't matter right from the very start. Iron rusted shut around the gate. I refused to leave while I wore your cold indifference like a heavy weighted sleeve. Dead leaves gathered piles against the boots I never moved, standing in the hollow center of a path you never smoothed. Winter built a permanent camp inside my shivering bones, as I carved your name in circles on these jagged river stones. Safety felt like poison, so I drank from every thorn, waiting for a sunrise in a sky that's only torn. I anchored my entire world to a ship that loved to sink, staring at the edge until I forgot how not to blink. Pain became the only map that led me to your goal. copper in a fire that's lost its heat, tracing all the exits leading to a different street. But my feet are made of iron and my heart is made of frost. I stay right here in the ruins where our love hurt most. Static fills the hallways where your voice used to resonate, teaching me to tiptoe through the heavy iron gate. Words became like fragile glass I tried so hard not to break, while I learned to navigate the tremors of your weight. Years of desert winters taught my roots to live on stone, finding ways to flourish while I sat here all alone. Your silence trained me like a bird inside a darkened room, waiting for a whisper that would never break the gloom. I became an expert at the art of reading empty space, searching for a map inside the stillness of your face. Now the quiet is a fever that I can't seem to sweat out, building up a fortress where there used to be a shout. Dinner plates sit heavy like two anchors on the wood, swallowing the explanations neither of us understood. Midnight is a marathon I run inside my restless mind, leaving all the things I wanted till you're far behind. You sculpted me from granite with the absence of your breath, until this cold indifference felt like a living kind of death. Instruction came in shadows in the slamming of the door, until I didn't know what I was even reaching for. You're master of the vacuum, drawing all the oxygen away, leaving me with nothing but the ghosts of things to say. Your silence trained me like a bird inside a darkened room, waiting for a whisper that would never break the gloom. I became an expert at the art of reading empty space, searching for a map inside the stillness of your face. Now the quiet is a fever that I can't seem to sweat out, building up a fortress where there used to be a shout. Even now the ringing in my ears is all I've got to hold, tracing every lesson that your lack of mercy told. I'm a perfect hollow instrument you never cared to play. Old wallpaper peels and strips behind your velvet chair. Dust motes drift like tiny ghosts through static in the air. Silver frames hold portraits where my face begins to blur, fading into landscapes where the muted colors stir. Midnight found me blending into shadows on the wall, watching how you occupy the center of it all. Statues standing gardens while the seasons bloom and die, watching every burning sun fall breathless from the sky. I became the canvas that you painted gold and blue, disappearing slowly just to make more room for you. Mountains turn to silhouettes when daylight starts to fade. I am just a hollow space where all your light was laid. Rainwood washes out the charcoal lines I drew. Clockwork gears are grinding down the years I gave to you. Yesterday I noticed that my voice had lost its ring, quiet as a winter branch where birds no longer sing. Furniture stays frozen in a cold and staged design, marking out the borders of a life no longer mine. Stage lights focus strictly on the magic in your hands. I am just the heavy curtain where the phantom stands. Echoes are the only thing that linger in my throat, drowning like a paper ship that never got to float. Statues standing gardens while the seasons bloom and die, watching every burning sun fall breathless from the sky. I became the canvas that you painted gold and blue, disappearing slowly just to make more room for you. Mountains turn to silhouettes when daylight starts to fade. I am just a hollow space where all your light was laid. Footsteps leave no rhythm on the carpet in the hall. Brushes leave a hollow trail against the kitchen wall. Look closely at the edges where the scenery turns gray. I was always standing there before I slip away. Just a patch of shadow, just a part of the view. Painting on a neon glow before the house goes dark, feeding every hollow room a manufactured spark, while I'm sculpting laughter out of clay and brittle bone. Shadows start to gather in a kingdom of my own. Since you left, I've mastered how to dance upon the glass, smiling through the wreckage as the lucky strangers pass. Tears behind my smile are the ghosts of a rising tide, clawing at the floodgates that I've built to stay inside. I'm wearing summer like a heavy gilded shroud, hiding away the lightning of a private thundercloud. Before the pain can crumble and the porcelain starts to thin, I'm drowning in a river that the world can't see within. where the music stops and the party lights go dim. I'm sinking through the surface where I used to try to swim. And sometimes the mask is heavier than the face it's meant to hide, reflecting all the emptiness I've gathered up inside. Tears behind my smile are the ghosts of a rising tide, clawing at the floodgates that I built to stay inside. I'm wearing summer like a heavy gilded shroud, hiding away the lightning of a private thundercloud. Before the pain can crumble and the porcelain starts to thin, I'm drowning in a river that the world can't see within. Until the morning arrives to demand a brand new show, I'll sit within the quiet where the bitter currents flow, trading in the glitter for the honest aching blue. Just a broken lighthouse with a fake and steady view. Tripping through the makeup, screaming in the style. There's a whole ocean hiding in my smile. Smoke rises from the candles on your birthday cake tonight, while I am shivering in the shadow of your brand new light. You are a grin that looks like summer on a polished coast, unaware that I've become a hollow-hearted ghost. Laughter spills from your throat like water from a broken dam, drowning out the fragile, jagged pieces of the man I am. Your happiness killed me, a slow and silent blade, watching you flourish in the wreckage that we made. You're a wildflower blooming on a scorching blackened hill, while I'm standing frozen waiting for the world to kill the chill. Every time you find a reason to finally let out shattered glass across my bedroom floor. Knowing you don't need the love I'm saving anymore. You're finally breathing easy, finally setting yourself free. Gold leaf peeled away from every promise that we made, leaving only splinters and a deep aggressive shade. Tuesday found me staring at the ink upon my palm, tracing out the headlines of a sudden violent calm. Years of building bridges ended in a pile of ash, sinking like a merchant ship beneath the sudden crash. Muscle turned to heavy stone inside my hollow chest, beating out a rhythm of a soul that cannot rest. I am just a lighthouse where the glass is finally cracked, counting all the cargo that I'll never get back. Wisdom arrived like a winter frost I wasn't ready to melt, and bit by bit of bit my heart learned regret. Tastes like copper and the ghost of your perfume, haunting every corner of this suffocating room. I traded in my compass for a map drawn in the dark, walking through the embers just to find a single spark. Time became a predator that ate away the years, drowning every memory in a tide of salty fears. Hindsight is a jagged blade that cuts both ways at once, making me the teacher in the world's most silent dance. I locked the door and threw the key into a frozen lake, only now realizing every breath was a mistake. Muscle turned to heavy stone inside my hollow chest, beating out a rhythm of a soul that cannot rest. I am just a lighthouse where the glass is finally cracked, counting all the cargo that I'll never get back. Wisdom arrived like a winter frost I wasn't ready to melt, and bit by bit of bit my heart learned regret. Distant thunder echoes what I should have said back then, writing out a ending with a dry and broken pen. Sunlight feels like iron now, a heavy golden net. God, it's far too late now. Am I?